G'day folks, today we are coming to you from downtown Dalton, Pennsylvania. We are continuing the video series of documenting the Northern Electric. That's right, we are documenting the Scranton, Binghamton, and Montrose Railroad. So for those of you that do not know what the Scranton, Binghamton, Montrose Railroad was, or have never heard of the Northern Electric before, the Scranton, Binghamton, and Montrose Railroad was a overhead wire trolley line that operated between Scranton, Pennsylvania and Montrose, Pennsylvania, and also Lake Winola too, from 1905 to 1932 when bus service took over the area. The Northern Electric itself, unfortunately there are no preserved cars left from that railroad. Unfortunately, all the cars were scrapped when the line was liquidated. Now, in this part of documenting the Northern Electric trolley line, we're going to be documenting the Dalton station, which is right in front of us here, which is now occupied by 9th House Knits and Dalton Central. And we're also going to follow where the track alignment was, where the original tracks were back from 1905 to 1932 when the line was liquidated. So we're going to start off over here on this side. There is a little bit of evidence of where the track would have been. Now this building was not here when the Northern Electric was here, but the original track alignment would have crossed right over the road, pretty much right here where I'm pointing, and the track would have continued straight. Now, like I said, this building was not here when the trolley line was in service, but after the trolley line was out of service, this building was built. So we're going to go ahead and get across here and show you some more of the Northern Electric and where the track used to be. So we're gonna cross quickly here, make our way over. And right here, this is where the track was. Right on this straight stretch here was the trolley line that once crossed over Main Street and continued on its way to Montrose, PA. Now right here we are looking at the side of the station. Unfortunately this is modernized, but right here there used to be a loading platform where passengers would get on and off the trolley, and also for the milk service that the Northern Electric provided, providing fresh milk from here in Dalton, because there used to be a lot of farmland up here and dairy farms, and that milk would go via the trolley all the way down to Scranton. So pretty much that's the basis, or that's what we do know about the Northern Electric. From Dalton to Scranton is the milk from the farms up here used to go this way. Now we're going to continue straight along here, and we're going to be going through a parking lot, and we are going to follow the track alignment. So you guys can see right in front of me, this used to be the roadbed, and right here we do have an old retaining wall that's left over from the Northern Electric. This was built by the Northern Electric, and right here is the Ackerley Creek, which flowed right alongside the trolley line. And as you can see, we are now following the original track alignment. So the track would have went straight. So you guys can see we are following the original alignment for the most part. Now we don't 100% know where the track was when it was still here, but according to Rail Guide, it was in this general area, and we have found evidence of the original roadbed straight back that way. So we are going to check that out before we head on to our next spot where we have known evidence of where the Northern Electric used to be. So we'll take you guys there, we'll check it out, and then we will head to the next spot. See, we do have to detour a little bit here, but you guys can see where the track was, right on that center spot there. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Now, unfortunately, it is a bit grown over here, so you can't really see what's left of the original roadbed, but we do have confirmation that the original roadbed is here. You guys can see right there, this is where the track used to be. Now, unfortunately, because the line was liquidated, there is no known evidence left of the railway line itself. So it is kind of unfortunate that that's the way it is. So we're going to show you the creek real quick here. You guys can see we haven't really had much rain, so the water is a bit on the low side right now. So yeah, let's continue on to our next spot and see you guys when we get there. All right, folks, we are back, and as you can see, we are at our second spot where there is direct evidence of the Northern Electric trolley line where it once stood. Right here, we do have a bridge, and the right-of-way is right there. Now, this bridge, when the trolley line was ripped out, they recycled some of the rail from the trolley line and put it to use as a bridge support. So there is known evidence of old trolley line rails that somehow haven't been liquidated and have been used in repurposing situations. So right here is the old right-of-way of the Northern Electric Railway. The bridge itself is right here. Unfortunately, we can't access it due to debris being all over here. So that is kind of unfortunate. But, oh, I think we got an airplane overhead. Yes, we do. See, yep, there he is, guys. There's GoJet. So we're gonna get around these air conditioners. So we have looked at these before. We do have to get rid of some spider webs before we continue on here. Alright. So right here is the old Northern Electric right-of-way. Well, unfortunately, there is only a little bit of evidence of the old right-of-way. You can see we do have some ballast left over. It's the only thing that is left of the Northern Electric that I know of. I've known about this for quite a while now. You guys can see the ballast is still here. Unfortunately, there is nothing else left though. It is just the ballast. So that is going to do it for this part. And part 4, well, this is going to be part 2. So this is basically a spin-off of the previous series. This is on the southern part of the line from Dalton south to Clark Summit. So that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this little snippet of what's to come in the future. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.